Good morning and happy Saturday to you all. I'm forecaster Dustin Staples on this first alert weather day here in the east. We're letting you know that the bitter Arctic air is finally now settling in our backyards. And of course, we kind of want to break this through here. We have been tweaking the past couple of days, especially the last 36 hours, or feels like temperatures still indicating we're going to feel like anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees today, 9 and about 15 degrees tomorrow morning. So we've got these bitter temperatures here, waking up in the teens with this winds coming in out of the northwest, 20, 30 miles an hour. Makes it feel a whole lot colder as what you're actually feeling it with the air temperature. So these are our air temperatures just before 6 o'clock this morning. Kind of see here mid-20s out there, and you kind of can see our feels like temperatures are in the lower 20s, already down 18 in Jacksonville, 22 Rocky Mount, still doing pretty good. Our typical cold spots are right there pretty well. 16 Elizabeth City, I think that sensor may be off by a few degrees. Of course, there's a lot of water towards that part of the country, that part of the town by no means. So of course it may feel like cold, and it's going to continue to be like this for the next couple of days here. Of course, you can kind of see we're running about 15 to 20 degrees cooler than we were yesterday right around the sunrise time. Something you're also noticing too of how dry the air mass is, and that's because our dew points are in the teens, and we're going to probably see these dew points drop to the single digits later on as we go into tonight and tomorrow morning. So if you feel a bit of an electric shock, that is why we're seeing that too right there. So 30 right now outside our studio, the dew point's at 18, and you kind of see it feels like 30 right now, but head towards Washington, there's not really much of a windy report to you coming right there at calm conditions, excuse me. Kind of can see here the radar is pretty quiet for now, maybe a few light sprinkles there. The snow is beginning to dissipate here on radar. The only close thing we're watching is maybe outside of Boone and outside around I-40 there heading towards Tennessee, but most of the country is pretty quiet right now. All of this moisture is going to eventually make its way as we go closer into the leading weeks of the upcoming week ahead. So we got a few dry days ahead of us before we turn wet, and it's going to get warm. So there's the plus side with all this right here too. Right now you kind of see winds are coming out of the north about 5 to 7 miles an hour this morning. By noontime today, this is when most of these gusts start to pick on up. Kind of see our coastal communities in the 20, 30 mile sustained gusts, 15 to 18 here inland areas. As we go through tonight and tomorrow morning, we're still seeing breezy conditions at times right around 10 to 20 miles an hour. Now these gusts here will be anywhere between 15 and 30 here as we go through our Saturday afternoon. Saturday night, tonight's going to be really cold. So of course, make sure you've got everything taken care of. Make sure your water pipes are, your water's dripping. You open those cabinets so heat can kind of radiate through the house. So make sure you do that before you go to bed tonight. It wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of do it mostly the day too, because it's going to be pretty cold out there. Winds will continue to be coming out of the north and later on our Sunday morning, and by Sunday night and going into the early morning hours of Monday, yes, while the higher gusts are diminishing, that doesn't mean we'll still have some wind chills to be confined with as we go out on your Monday morning. So something to be seeing here. All right, you think these are lows, but here's our highs in the mid-30s today. I know you're probably seeing that little wintry flurry there. Parts of Camden, Perquimans, Chowan counties, there may see a little bit of some snow flurries if you can see anything. Unfortunately, the air is going to be so dry, it's just going to fall apart and dissipate before it even makes it out of the sky. So, of course, if you see a flurry too, far northeastern counties of our viewing area up towards Virginia Beach, most inland areas are going to stay dry. 1 a.m., mid-20s already waking up in the teens on tomorrow morning about 6 o'clock. Kind of see here we may see some leftover flurries down from Manio to the Cape Hatteras, Buxton, Duck communities there. So do expect to see a little bit of that too. Now, of course, our rainfall chances, I did mention we're going to be getting wet going into next week. The latest system showcasing Wednesday about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch rainfall. So don't get too caught up on that just yet. We still got a few days before we get to that. But again, highs today, 30s. Yes, the sun is out there, but our wind chills are going to be in the teens and 20s mostly tonight. Clear skies once again, northwest breezes. So these are not typos on here. These are our actual air temperatures, making it feel closer to the upper single digits and low teens tomorrow morning. Here's your forecast. Again, sunny skies remaining here. Those wind chills, a fridge start on your Sunday. I put this on here because it's going to feel a lot warmer by the time we get into late next week. And each and every day by Wednesday through the weekend coming up, we're not expecting any complete washouts. We'll keep an eye on that though. But the good news is that high temperatures get back in the 70s. Your lows also creep near 60 degrees.